Welcome to Second Take, the show that focuses on the issues behind the news. More South African miners have died so far this year than in the same period last year. Mining Weekly editor Martin Creamer is with us in the studio today discussing this issue. Martin, 54% more deaths this year than in 2008. What seems to be the problem?
You know, it came as a shock because so many good things have been done around mining. I mean, you get CEOs calling themselves the safety commanders. You get Cynthia Carroll organising a massive big summit last year. And we were at Exoro Summit, again, another one of these safety summits, and there are a lot of them because people want to eradicate the issue of death on mines. There are too many orphans, there are too many widows already. And so we all came to the Exoro Safety Summit in Pretoria at the CSIR Conference Centre thinking that safety was really being managed downwards. And it was only when the National Union of Mineworkers stood up and said, "Can we give you some statistics? Do you know that the situation is deteriorating alarmingly, and that by this time in 2008 we had 22 people dead? The corresponding period now in 2009 is that we've got 34 people dead." Now that's a 54% jump, which is a very alarming jump. But while NUM was actually giving these statistics, another miner died. And when we came out of the building, a second miner died. So that was 36 people. So you're actually going into the 60% higher region. This, after so much effort, has been made. And you could see the expression, on the face of the Exoro CEO. He was really devastated.
I'm sure. Do you think Section 28 artisans affect this number in any way?
Well, this was an issue raised by the trade union UASA, which is very much an artisan-orientated union. Now, in the past, you used to have artisans writing special trade tests before they were allowed to go underground. Now, there's a new Section 28, which is a sort of a relaxing of the stringency that used to be placed on artisans and trade tests, and allowing them to enter the mine as artisans, even though they haven't passed the full trade test that artisans used to do in the past. Now, UASA's issue is that they've been analysing many of these accidents. And with many of these accidents, the people involved are Section 28 artisans. And that was the input that they gave to the summit, which was very interesting, but also quite disheartening because, you want to actually bring new people in because of the skills shortage, but obviously they haven't been trained for the rigors of mining, particularly underground mining. And a lot of these accidents seem to also take place in the afternoon, the statistics showed, which shows there is this issue of fatigue that comes into it.
Do you think also, along with fatigue, the global economic crisis could have any impact on the high number of deaths?
Well, this was the issue raised by NUM, the National Union of Mineworkers. Their contention was they find that morale is down. They find because co-workers are being retrenched, workers going underground are not as enthusiastic as they should be. And they feel that one of the contributing factors at the moment is depression around the fact that certain parts of the mining industry are retrenching a lot of people, retrenching their colleagues, and this uncertainty, people not knowing whether they're going to be retrenched. And because morale is down, NUM's contention is that they're more prone to accidents.
Because they're possibly not taking more notice of what needs to be done.
That's right. They're not as alert, and possibly they're not sleeping well at night, and they're not as wide awake. But, there's no scientific evidence to back that up.
Yes. Well, it's definitely something we need to keep our eyes open to. Thank you very much, Martin.
Great pleasure.
That's the show for today. Join us again next time as we take an in-depth look at the mining world's premier projects, industries and business personalities.